Mohan Bagan Super Giants has been awarded a huge compensation of 13 crores, which will be paid jointly by the Indian national centre back Anwar Ali, along with his parent club Delhi FC and Imami West Bengal. Oh my God. Arsenal, Mikel Arteta, he is having a huge setback. I mean, most of his experienced players are either injured or they are under suspension, especially to name them Declan Rice, Gabriel Jesus, Tierney, Martin Odegaard, Mikel Merino, Calafiori, and Tomiyasu. How they are going to combat in the Champions League as well as the Derby clash this weekend. USMNT has appointed finally Mario Pochettino as their new manager for the upcoming 2026 World Cup. This 2026 World Cup will be hosted by USA, Canada, and Mexico. So here you are with Pochettino. Hello guys, welcome back to another stream with FC RAMSAY, where we are talking about football, and the biggest news is Syria has lost to India. What? No. I meant to say India lost to Syria by 3-0. The Indian players were totally demolished. They were totally outbreaked. I mean, they had no way to just cope up with the Syrian players. But let me tell you one thing. I have seen many videos where people are complaining about the Indian gameplay. But do you think that India lost to Syria? No. I meant Syria lost to India. No. Just look at the total player profile of the Indian squad. India is having a total of 25 players in their squad, in which there are zero foreign nationals playing in the squad. All the players who were playing, they were of Indian origins. But Syria, they are having a total squad of 23 players, where there are 20 foreign players playing with the citizenship of the Syria. So how it is? I mean, 87% of the Syrian squad is foreign nationals. I mean, players are there from Germany, players are there from Sweden, players are there from Argentina, players are there from Colombia. Especially to name them, I am not going to mention the names of the players who are playing in the Syrian squad, but they are of foreign origins. See, the Indian gameplay, if we talk about, India had a very decent lineup, starting with Nanda Kumar, Sahal, Manveer, Changte. I mean, these four strikers and wingers, this was the best combination which the Indian manager could provide to the national team to build up in this international trophy against Syria, which they played in Hyderabad in their home ground. But unfortunately, they lost. In the midfield section, if you talk about Jackson and Suresh, they were doing their job decent. Subhashish, Anwar, Bheke, Rahul Pujari, they were the center backs. They were also doing their job, but unfortunately, the skill, the physical strength, the dominance of the Syrian players were much far beyond than the Indian national players. But why this happened? Do these foreign signings, do this foreign makeover of the team, the amalgamation of the foreign players with the national players are providing the edge to other countries? Why India is not adapting to these techniques? Why the ISL is just inviting players to play in the leagues? Why is the national players of other countries are not getting that much attraction to the Indian national team? It is for you guys to decide, but I have pointed out to this to you people, and you people just give justice to the Indian national team. But if we talk about the Indian manager Manolo Marquez, just look at his stats. He has been the manager of Hyderabad FC, where he performed very well. He had a win percentage of 50, round about 50% of win status from Hyderabad, and then he was appointed as the FC Goa manager. But still now he is the manager of both FC Goa as well as the Indian national team. But why was this complicated scenario being appointed the new coach? I mean, why was this new manager Manolo Marquez was appointed as the interim manager only for a year, which has been pointed out by the AIFF. I mean, this is ridiculous. I don't trust in this Manolo Marquez. If you guys trust him, do have a word, do say about him. I would gladly like to accept it. Now let's talking about the national games which are being held The various UEFA Nations League matches, France had a decent win against Belgium. See, France was expected. Deschamps made those changes in the team, made those tactical gameplays involved, especially along with Kone and Kante and Guendouzi. What a great midfield player from France he was. I was expecting France to win it, but they did it with a great margin of 3 goals against Belgium. In the Belgium squad, I had expectations from Luis Openda, Kevin De Bruyne, Jeremy Doku, Luka Bacchio, but unfortunately, they were not able to penetrate enough into the France defense. They had got chances, but they were not being converted so well. But if you talk about the goalkeeper of France, Magnan, what a classic performance he had. I mean, Magnan was absolutely amazing. So, as expected, France did their job. They had a comeback in this match because the prior to this they had a loss to Italy. That wasn't expected, but somehow things turned up. Deschamps made those changes in the team, and it was quite evident the team performed well. Later, talking about Israel versus Italy, this match was the home ground of Israel where the match to be played, but due to the Hamas attack, the game was shifted to a different location and it was played under security, and Italy won it with a decent 2-1 margin. Talking about the next match, which was between England and Finland, this was the home of England where it was played, and the new appointed manager Lee Carsley for an interim basis as long as England are not getting some negotiations with the top elite club managers or some other managers who will be appointed. But Carsley is doing his job well. The England squad, they are playing really well. They have performed without the presence of Bellingham, without the presence of Foden. I mean, this team is doing their job quite decently. And yes, as expected, they have won. It was a double X bet on these two teams that England was going to win, and they performed well, and it was well appreciated. Later, talking about the most happening, the most difficult, and the most tactical gameplay where Netherlands faced Germany in the Johan Cruyff Arena, the home ground of Netherlands. This was a great game to watch, and Germany, without the presence of their striker, I mean, Nicolas Fulkrug was the sole striker of the German national team after the departure of Manuel Neuer, Thomas Muller, Toni Kroos. I mean, such legendary players, they have left the ground. They have declared their retirement from the international matches. But then also with a new team, with an average age of 24 years, the German national team's such novice over here, they have the experience as well as some fresh legs in the team, but then also they performed well, and that too in a away match. There were expectations. Some lazy movements of the midfield players in the Germany was quite evident in the first half, but later they took it. Captain Kimmich, Mr. Performance, what a decent game he had, and he has showed that mentality till now. With such variable positions he can play, with such turmoil in his mind, he has never given any kind of regret to Nagelsmann as of now. Talking about Mark-Andre ter Stegen, he has been doing his job decently. There was some deficit in Jonathan Tah and quarterback in the first half, but it was compensated with the substitutions in the second half. And Emre Can, Alexander Pavlovic, Maximilian Bayer, Anton, all did a decent job, but what was required was there was some finishing chances which Germany couldn't complete, and there was some deficit in the midfield which was quite lagging in the first half. Talking about the Netherlands, Cody Gakpo, Reinders, Simons, Gravenberg, Nathan Ake, Van Dijk, Delic, Dumfries. I mean, all of them played very well. Netherlands showed they fought well. Some of the decisions of the referee was disputed. There were some kind of discretions in the justice given by the referee in the match. But then also the overall performance was quite decent, I mean, both the teams showed that apart from the Euros, which they have performed in few months back, they have that capability, they have that tenacity to perform well. But talking about one player, Brobbey, the striker of Netherlands, he is from Ajax. Is he a footballer or he is a wrestler? It is you guys. You have to decide what Brobbey is. I mean, he is a wrestler or a footballer. Do keep watching, guys. And yes, do like, do share, do comment. Thank you.